And go. So I'm traveling out the east.
Sometimes the exit's in a different direction. That's the most common one, but yeah.
Oh no, it is east.
Also, it's good to drop your shield early on.
Why do you want to drop your shield?
Blocking takes more frames than just getting hit.
Really?
Yep.
I don't see anything.
Make sure you kind of follow the path, because that's how you're gonna get to the next area.
There's a path?
Yeah, so when you get... Okay. The path was at the very beginning and it turned right.
Do you ever switch to walking?
As you're running out of stamina, yeah. The more you level up, the less you'll have to do that, but for the first number of levels you do that, and then you buy stamina potions when you can.
I'm guessing you don't, like, stop for chests or anything like that?
Early on you might, but even a little bit of patience early is good, but more like if they're on the way, you click them in and pick stuff up real quick to keep going.
So you just keep following the path. There's Flavy?
Yeah, you run past her, and then you're in the cold plains.
And now I'm looking for a waypoint.
Yep.
Found the waypoint.
It should be like right along that first corner.
Yeah. Do you still follow the path?
Yeah, so the path is going to split into a few different directions. One of the exits is going to be towards the center, and that's when you want to go to this field. One of them goes into a cave that you don't want to go into, and one of them goes towards like a corner exit that's burial grounds, which is also incorrect. So you're going to find the one that's a stone field.
Oh, I leveled up. So, energy. And I found out the shift thing does all of the stats.
Yep. Good catch.
Oh, it's T for Firestorm. Gargantuan beasts!
So if you need to, and you have items that you can sell, you can run back to town and buy potions. Or yeah, you already have mana potions, so you can kill them. That's good.
So I find what I think is an exit. Oh, more T for Firestorm. So I found like a graveyard area. Do I go in the mausoleum?
No, run away from that. Run away.
My army will
Go back into the
destroy.
cold plains. And you want to find a different exit to Stony Field there.
Okay. So I don't follow the path anymore?
There was a branch in the path, and you want to follow a different branch there. If you have stamina potions and you can afford to buy some, I would say it's worth going to town now to get potions. So you would use your teleporter.
I am a. There is a place.
Ah.
The order welcomes you.
What's the fast control?
What do you mean?
I was like, what's the fast way of selling things? That was the control button.
Oh, yeah. Damn, that's an expensive apartment, Alex.
So fulminating potions are good to pick up, it looks like.
Yep, fulminating potions are good. A lot of this stuff like that, like strangling gas potions are good.
And shift click sends it to your belt.
Yep. You generally want to be like about level 5 when you exit the underground passage, so you still got a way to go before you get there. But it looks like you missed the Stonyfield exit. If you go back to where that path was exiting, that should be the Stonyfield since you already found the burial ground.
Wow, so you just followed the path the entire time in the beginning.
So Rakanushu, if you see like stones appear on the mini-map, that's where Rakanushu is going to be.
And I don't want to do the underground passage.
You do want to do that. If you can find Rakanushu beforehand, that's good. If you can't, then that happens sometimes when you still just go and do the underground passage. Because that's the way to the next place.
Okay, so I don't see Rakanishu anywhere. I see 3 carvers and a well.
Okay, then yeah. You got a weird map, and I would say just go into the underground. So it doesn't happen often, but when there's a short path, sometimes all of the tiles next to the path are taken up by something else, and then he's randomly placed and not what he's searching for. So you got a map where you want to go straight, which is going to be towards the bottom right of your screen. Just based on how that opening looks.
That guy does a lot of damage.
Okay.
So am I just trying to find an exit, or am I trying to do something here?
Find an exit and kill bosses if you can.
And kill what?
Just like champion
Yeah.
things. There's along here, one of the paths is going to lead towards an exit, and one of them leads towards level 2. If you find level 2, just don't go into it.
I found level 2.
Alright, so that means that you want to keep going. So you're probably going to have to walk back the way you came, and at that like little bump where you went left or right, go along that right path. And then turn back down when you can.
That's not how I want to go. That's a dead end. Ah, I'm trying to click to run away, and it's like, I'm going to cast Firestorm. So I'm guessing I shouldn't be right-clicking.
That happens sometimes.
That and what?
One other thing to note is if it's on your left click, if you ever hold shift and left click, then it'll cast it regardless of if you're clicking on an enemy or not.
Noted. I'm gonna die.
If you ever think you're gonna die, you can cast the temporary before you do it. That way you can land down where you are. I don't think you do that inventory.
I gotta turn you up because I couldn't hear what you were saying there. You ever think you're gonna die, I should what?
If you have a town portal, you can cast one, and that way if you die, you can just like run back to where your body is and keep going.
Huh, smart. So I'm now in the dark wood.
Good. So you follow the path there to the black marsh. If you find a guy named Treehead Woodfist, he's really fast and hits really hard, so be careful. You just like, run away as casting stuff. Is Underscatter streaming? Yes. Alright, so now you're in Black Marsh. Here, instead of following the path, you want to find the waypoint and the hidden tower. I forgot your title. So, it's probably good to like go away from the path at this point.
So I shouldn't cross the bridge?
Correct. No, you got a map where you're gonna have to cross it at some point. Your Black Marsh is split half and half, so I'd say go ahead and cast a portal and then cross it. If you have a portal.
I do not have a portal.
Okay. Then yeah, cross it and look on that other side.
Should I have looked for a town portal?
Yeah. It's usually good to have one at this point. So that way you can cast it if you find where you're trying to go before you find the other thing you need.
Is the other thing the waypoint?
Yeah.
Dire wound. Hmm. So I found an enemy. I can't kill him. There we go. Where the hell is this place?
It's just randomly in here somewhere. So they might both be on the opposite side of the water if you didn't find it.
Found some cave. Okay, so he's not. The place is not across the bridge.
Alright, so go back over to the other side of the bridge and look on the places you missed there.
Okay, I found the place, but no waypoint.
Alright, you need the waypoint before you go in there.
There it is. So then I go back to the rogue encampment.
No, because you don't have a TP, so you're gonna have to run back to that tower unless you need potions or something.
I do need potions.
Okay, then yeah.
And a TP, I'm guessing.
Yeah, when you can afford a book of them, it's good. But for now, focus on like potions. The TP was so, like in that situation, you found the tower first. You could have casted it, and then continued looking for the waypoint.
Yeah. Then gone on the waypoint, gone on the TP.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay, so I'm in the Forgotten Tower.
Okay, so that's when your first split starts. So it's
Oh,
considered
whoops,
your
wrong one. So that took me a long time.
So here, you kill, there's usually one boss pack per level, and then the exits towards the left. So, you want to kill the boss pack, which is hopefully more or less on the way, and go down to the next level, all the way until level 5.
Do you stop and look for the boss pack?
If I don't see it, I might look the second time through, just to see like what it is and how far out of the way it was. But if it's like super far out of the way, then I just skip it.
Also, what level should you be? I'm level 6.
Level 6 is what you want. Because you need the boulder in order to kill the last boss here.
So I'm basically out of potions.
That's not good. Hopefully you have a lot of cash. buy more when you go back. When you kill a champion, they often drop potions. That means that you have to be able to kill a champion, which is like one of the main bosses of a pack.
Hmm. There's one. So what do you do once you kill the Countess?
You reset and you run into her a few times. So eventually you're going to want 2 socket staff, which you can buy from a tower sometimes. And so the Countess drops usually 1 or 2 rooms. There's a chance she'll drop 3 and a chance she'll drop 9. But you want her to eventually drop you a Tier, a Ral, a Talon, and F. So like for me right now, I'm still running Countess because I need a Ral room. And the suggestion is don't sell any runes that you get that you don't need, because later on you can queue them up and like turn 3 of one into 1 of another. So sometimes you get like a weird combination in order to get to where you need to be.
So, vitality until next level. And then it's strength, looks like.
Yep, so you're going to need 25 strength at one point. But vitality will live for right now. Let me know when you end up killing her the first time that she drops. And I'm guessing you'll be like level 7-ish? 7, maybe 8 if you're lucky?
I am 7 right now.
Okay, cool.
Oh, that's her.
Yep, so level 5. She's always going to be at that location on level 5.
Wow, she's easy to kill. Ral and F.
Those are 2 good ones to start with. So now you just need a tier and a tau.
Now I just need what?
A tier and a tau. But yeah, you'll run this a number of times, both for experience and for those runes that she drops.
The order welcomes you.
So now are you supposed to identify things before you sell them?
Yeah, you'll get more money from them that way, most of the time. The club, the bow, and the guitar just sell because they're not worth a ton anyways. You'll probably spend more on the scroll. But for the other ones, yeah.
Okay, so now is...
What's that?
Like, what am I looking for in terms of like stuff?
So for jewelry, you want resistance or faster cast rate, or like life or mana, something like that.
Are jewels important ever?
Jewels,
Or like topaz?
so topazes are good because you'll put them in a shield for resistance neck too. Jewels, it just depends on the mods. I would say low chance of being useful, but sometimes they're super useful.
And you just fill your inventory with potions, basically.
Yep. You're gonna want a 2-socket staff, so that would be worth checking when you go to Akara if she has one of those for sale.
Okay.
And
Why a staff?
Because that's what the rune word needs to be made in. So it gives plus to fire skills, which the druid is using. And then 2-socket armor if you can find it, or eventually you can use Charcy.
So after level 2 Molten Boulder, you just do Firestorm again, right?
Yep.
Oh, strongly dislike ice enchanted champions.
Yeah. Ice enchanted's bad. Cursed, if you have a shrine that's active, we'll turn that off, and you'll take a ton of extra damage when you get hit. But cold enchanted, like archers especially, are hard because they'll slow you from distance.
A unique ring.
Really?
Yeah. What do you
I don't
do,
know what
ring?
it is.
Corruption touch.
What?
Corruption
That's a rare ring. Okay. So that has mana and poison resist, half freeze duration. Those are good. So you'll wear that. Possibly for the entire run, depending on what you find.
Neat.
Yeah.
Whoops. Also, why don't you pick up keys?
It just takes up a slot in your inventory.
Yeah, but they stack and it's worth a lot of money in the beginning.
Either way.
Like, I sold 5 of them for like 210.
That's not bad for early on.
And preserved heads are worth a lot of money too, right?
Yep, preserved heads. Stuff they can give plus skills, which preserved heads can. Or like staffs can, orbs and stuff like that.
And how much money generally do you need?
That's a hard one to answer. It depends a lot on the class and where you are in the run. But like at any time, if you're on money, you might just get a drop that sells for 30,000 or something.
Yeah. Okay, I got an Ithrin.
Okay. So that might be useful if you need to combine, like if you find 3 of them later, so hold on to it, but it's not specifically what we're looking for.
So how do you know what to pick up? Do like you pick up all the unique stuff?
I pick up stuff that's worth money or that might be useful. So like druid helmets right now, which are like hawk helms,
Yeah, I got none of those.
heads, stuff like that.
Yes?
I
So
would say that
I found javelins that say +1 to mana after each kill. Is that for only the kills with the javelin, or is it all kills?
it's for the most part it's all kills. Certain skills just don't trigger that for whatever reason, but it should be for all kills as long as you're holding them.
So I'm looking for a socketed staff.
Yep, and it cannot be magic. It has to be like gray text for the name.
Okay, there's none of those.
Okay, so it might take a few times. It's random when it's there. But you don't need it until you're level 19, so it's not a huge deal if you don't find it right away.
Yeah. What rune words am I looking for?
Leaf and stealth. So tier, Ral, Talon, F.
So I have Eth and Ral. I already forgot what you said because they're not English words.
You need tier and Tau.
TIR?
Yep.
Hi, Faker. Yeah, I never played any PvP.
Have you played the game before?
Diablo 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I only played single player, like offline. That's what? Oh, there's a lot of demons in here this time. Okay, Ith and Rawl.
Okay. So that means that you have 2 Ith. So another Ith or a Tau rune will cover that, because you can combine them later on. But you still need that tier rune for sure.
Greetings.
I found a 3-socketed longstaff.
That's too many sockets.
Really?
Yep, needs to be exactly 2.
What about short staff?
Yep, that works.
So it says short staff and it's +1 to Inferno, plus 50% damage to undead. Does that matter?
As long as the text is gray, you're good.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm looking at your stream. That's a good step to get.
How long does it normally take to get all of these runes?
Probably like 4 to 6 runs.
Like, what does it take time-wise normally? Like, for someone who's played the game, what is a good target time?
So mine right now, I finished at 27 minutes, which is about what my PP was for the druid. And I started at 10 minutes, so it took me about 20 minutes total.
Okay, so that's actually... I'm actually kind of on pace then. Because I started at 18 minutes.
What level are you at?
9.
Okay.
10.
So that's good. Yeah, you want to be at least like 10.5 when you finish, so being level 9 is good.
And once you get 25 strength, it's just all vitality, right?
Correct.
And Firestorm until Fisher.
As long as you have 2 in the boulder, yeah.
Yeah, why do you need 2 in the boulder specifically?
So the Countess, so the person that you're killing right now, is super resistant to fire.
Hmm.
So boulder does like physical damage as well when you hit her with it. And 2 is just a number for like, you can clear through the tower fast enough and you don't really use it past that. And the other one gives synergy for your other spells, so it's just better.
Okay, I found a decent helmet.
What does it do?
10% faster hit recovery, 10% enhanced defense, fire resist plus 8, poison resist plus 10.
Nice.
I'm guessing resistance is more important than defense.
Yes, defense is a actually useless stat.
Really?
Yep.
Why is that?
I do not know. I think that it matters at like super further on, but for like this right now, it's just not making an impact.
There's another Ith rune.
Alright, that's good. So now you just need a tier and hold on to all of those 5th runes.
Good day.
So 2 Ral, an Eth, and 3 Ith.
Alright, so keep on to all of those. Those are all good. You just need a tier.
Should I be looking for like socketed armor or anything like that?
2 socketed armor, yeah. And
And
again, it has to be gray text.
So when I hit Alt, it'll show up as gray text?
Yep. And if it's not, then it can't move.
Okay, I'm starting to get the hang of moving around the map.
Nice.
I still have the urge to constantly kill things.
Yeah, it takes a while before you start running by. It's like, yeah, it'll be fine.
Alright, stamina potions. So if something says it's fire enchanted, I should use the boulder on it.
Yes. Because similar to the Countess, it's resistant to fire.
Whoa.
What's that?
I cast a boulder and it moved really slowly. Just like slower than normal.
Yeah, there are a lot of like random glitches that happen. Just kinda accept it.
Oh, there's a towel room.
Okay, so now you can sell those 3 hits that you got. Because that covers what they were gonna do.
The order welcomes you.
So I sell the 3 ith. And I have Tal and Ral. Eth, Ral, Ral.
Yep. So keep all those. You now need a tier room. And this is something that can happen. Sometimes you just need one and it takes a while.
So this feels like it would be a reset. Like not just because of my like being slow, but because of how many runs it's taken to the Countess.
What level are you right now?
11.
So I would say it would not yet be a reset. If you get into like level 12, then think about it. Level 13, then definitely.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to finish this run, just as is.
Yeah, that's good.
Like, it'll give me a really bad PB, but...
That's still a PB. And you get to experience the rest of the game before you try to perfect.
Yeah. So, for like percent chance to find magic items, is that good or bad?
If you have nothing else for that slot, it's useful.
I have like one. I have an amulet that says like reduce magic damage by 1.
Then I would almost just go with the magic find. It's something that like there are definitely items that can help a lot, and this increases your chance to find those items. I really want to find this big part right now.
Nef, Ral, F.
Yeah, I don't don't think you need any more morale at this point. And really,
It's not going well, Risner.
not what you're looking for.
So I just sell the other RAL.
Yeah, either way.
I mean, like, I would have 4 RALs.
So you can definitely use 2 in a helmet and 1 in a shield if you need it, but you shouldn't need that much fire resist. So like, the 2 extra you'll use for the resist, but a 3rd extra you just don't really need that.
What about Neff? Oh, that's bad.
Nope.
And F. How many of those do you need?
You just need the 1.
Yeah, it's not a bad shield, but you can't use a shield.
You can use a shield up until level 19, which is when the staff works. So, like, I didn't really use a shield through Act 2 and 3.
Oh, I shouldn't have sold that then. Oh yeah, you can hit W.
Oh, yep. So you have 2 different weapon slots.
Foul maggot the sharp. So this would definitely be a reset run.
Probably, yeah.
I don't think there's a probably about it.
I mean, when you're like still starting out, there's a lot that you like go by.
Well, I'm now level 12. I have Fisher.
Okay. I think that when I finished, I was level 11.
Does Fisher hurt the Countess, or is it just fire damage?
Fissure should hurt. Because she's just resistant, but Fissure does just a lot of damage, especially for anything that moves. So like casting that and then making her run after you over it is good.
Risner, you know what's sad?
What?
My thought process over the last like 10 seconds was, I forgot how fun this game was. I can't wait till they make a Diablo 3.
Oh. I'm also waiting for Diablo 3.
Hey, a tier room.
Nice. Alright, do you already have that 2-socket staff equipped?
Yeah.
Alright, so you can put a tier and then a RAL into it. And that way they're out of your inventory, you make it, and you just...
Good day.
You don't really use it at all, it's not active, but...
So tier and then RAL?
Yep.
Tier RAL, leaf short staff. Wow, +3 to fire skills. But it requires level 19.
Yep.
Greetings.
Alright, so now you're gonna go back to following the path for a bit.
I'm gonna what?
Go back to following the path for a little while.
So in general, what stats do you look for? Is it just like resistances? Resistances.
Resistances, faster cast rate, and health and stuff. But resistances are like huge.
So basically, at this point, the game is cast Fisher and run away.
Yep.
Okay, I found the monastery.
Cool. So you go in there, and then depending on the layout, you can know which direction to go. So you walk through that first door, and you keep going straight up, and your exit is going to be straight. So go straight through this.
Way ahead of you.
Then you hang like to the left side of this thing, because this is a weird one where the left and the straight are two different things. One of them,
I'm in the barracks right now.
yeah, so you want to be in the barracks when you're doing this way. So if you find the smith when you're going towards the left, then that means the exit is straight. And if you find the exit to the left, that means that the smith is straight. If you find the smith, then you don't need to kill him, but you pick up what's on the yellows. It's on like the last thing in his room. And that will be a quest that you can turn in. Just because you're there, it doesn't take any time. But if you find the exit, you usually just take the exit and move on without it.
Yeah, I have no idea where I'm going.
So just keep going left when you can.
Okay, I found stairs to the jail.
Yep, so you just go in those. So the exit for jail 1 and 2 is considered a straight. So that's for you, like the bottom right of this map. Southeast.
Man, Fisher's strong.
Yeah, druids actually like one of the fastest classes just because of how strong he is.
Okay, jail level 2.
Cool. So jail level 2 is also a straight. So for you, that's going to be towards the bottom left.
So there's nothing in the bottom left.
So that means that there's another way to go, which will eventually have a room that opens in that direction.
It's pretty closed off.
So like you see that room through the wall there? It's probably going to be in there, because that room entrance is still that direction.
That's bottom right.
No, that's bottom left.
That's weird.
I agree. So jail level 3, sorry, I probably should use it.
Jail level 3 is what?
It's a left. So you can actually see the exit on your map, that little purple spot on the mini map.
Yeah. Don't worry if you're a little slow giving me directions. You're actually like playing your map, and oh my gosh.
Alright, so go back the way that you came.
Yeah, I see it. Okay, this map direction thing is gonna mess me up.
Yeah. It's all about, like, that's how the entrance to the village is. So it might be like 3 left turns, end up going right, left.
Like, what messes me up is that you're like, alright, the entrance is gonna be to the left, but it's to my character's right when he exits. Okay, found a waypoint. And what am I doing here?
So like go towards the northeast and basically like keep running in that direction, hanging out on the right side, and then find an entrance to the catacombs level 1.
This is yours.
This is a real short map for you. So I think that you missed it by just a little bit. If you go back and yeah, you see it. The spot again.
Yeah.
So that map is always the exact same.
Ratman.
Level 1 is completely random, but it's always on one of the end slices, so just keep around like the edge of the map is good.
So just follow the wall.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
It's just gonna be like a big set of stairs going down when you find me.
Okay, I'm in level 2.
So here you want to go clockwise if possible, and then it's going to be like an edge. If you find the low point, then you have like a pink stone, I guess. But from the middle, it's just random.
I couldn't hear you again. Something top right.
You want to go clockwise if possible, but it's more or less random.
Okay, there's nothing north right.
Yeah, this map is like more or less random.
Stairs.
Nice. Alright, so you got one more random map.
So Risner, I sat down and I did some math, and I think I found out a way to set up a consulting firm that could reduce IT costs for universities.
What
And
do
it
you
would.
mean?
I'm sorry?
What do you mean?
So, when you work for a company, about half of your salary, or about half of what they pay is your salary, and the other half is all like insurance and stuff.
I don't think you know how much like consultancy companies usually charge versus what they pay.
Well, that's the thing. Okay, I'm in Catacombs level 4.
Okay, nice.
Now, what do I do when I'm here?
You go towards like the top right. So where you're going, you just continue through. And there's a lady named Tinder in that final room.
Are you supposed to like TP while you're fighting her?
No, I mean if you cast Fissure and make her walk towards you, she's really weak to fire, and she just dies. But it's like don't get that poison. If you're afraid of dying, then yeah, cast a TP and never comes.
Oh wow, she's dying fast.
Yeah.
Okay, she's dead.
What?
Dario, your reign is over.
Cool. So now if you go back into town and talk to Wariv, who's like near the stash box, he'll bring you back too.
I can't use this yet.
What? Can't use this. Oh, required strength 47. Yeah.
Yeah, but it should be worth gold.
Yeah.
Finally, we meet.
Whoops.
Come on.
5,000 gold.
Oh, the caravan is. Good evening.
Go east. Alright, what do I do from here?
Alright, so you're gonna talk to, in the center of town, a lady named Farah. From her, you want to buy a belt that has like 2 loops that you can use, so it's required strength 25.
Okay. I see
You're gonna
17.
get
Do you want it to be socketed?
it can't be socketed, it's just
Oh.
17 fast air recovery is good if you can afford that.
Done.
And put that on, and suddenly you can hold 3 potions in your belt instead of just 1 per slot.
That's nice.
Yeah, so that's actually like a large reason of why you get the 25 strength. Then you can talk to Lysander next to her and get the potions you need. So he sells better potions than what you had.
And what's the key to fill up your loop? Oh, shift right click? Yeah.
Yep, shift right click, and then if you take the belt off and put it back on, everything extra goes into your inventory. So like, you'll shift right click, then take your belt off and on, then shift right click.
Huh.
Buy stuff.
Fast.
Yeah. I think that they say it's faster to not do that when you don't have a belt or when you only have like a belt with 1. But
So-
once you get this belt, this is faster.
What gems am I supposed to keep?
So if you have a topaz, you can put that in a shield, which means that you would need a socketed shield.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a socketed helm, that's where you're going to put your Ral runes, your 2 extra Ral runes. Your Talon Eth are going to go into that armor you got on.
Well, not the armor I have on. It doesn't do anything. It's not socketed.
If it's it's not socketed?
Correct.
Okay, so you need a 2 socketed gray text armor.
So all of the other gems I can just get rid of?
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you find the socketed armor? Do you...
I would... check with, there's a person in like the top left of this town that sells stuff. You can talk to them. They have like a list of all the items that you can get. So if you want to buy a belt, you can buy a belt. If you want to buy a shield, you can buy a shield. If you want to buy a topaz, you can buy a topaz. If you want to buy a helm, you can buy a helm.
Okay.
So like next to that
Kalen?
palace looking area.
Kalen?
Uh, no, not him, but close to where he is.
J. Ren.
Further towards like the exit, that
Greetings,
Elzix
honored
guy.
traveler. Good day.
What?
Elzix. Further like towards, like basically walk past where Kalen was. He popped up on your map, but only for a second.
Oh, he's at the very top.
Yeah. So either him or Farah in Act 1 would self-destruct around.
Look for gray text, I'm guessing.
Yep.
And he's got nothing for me. What about gambling?
No, that cannot be gray text.
Aw, that would have been great.
Gambling is usually a lot more money than anything
I've
you're going
heard
to get out of it.
Approach and let's trade.
Okay, so I see Trogdon. Also, I see a two-socketed shield.
If you can hold on to it, then sure, yeah, I get it.
Alright.
So you'll put that topaz into it, and you could do one of the raw runes if you want.
Says required level 19.
Yep, so, oh crap, yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I should not have used that, but it's okay.
Correct. That should go into a helm instead. Sorry, my bad.
But it's all good, I've got another one. Where am I going?
So you're gonna hang out along the wall. This first map, you're not looking for anything except for an exit. It's gonna be in one of the corners of the map.
But yeah, for the consultancy thing, I think I could find people to do it for cheaper than most consulting places would do, but still be able to raise their salary simply by not offering health insurance and focusing on people who have significant others who work, who can give them health insurance.
Do you wanna hire me?
Like, I would.
I don't know if you can legally. I guess you can.
Yeah, you have to have less than 8 employees.
Yeah, pay me a ton of money and I'm done.
I mean, I would probably focus on like people who live in the Midwest because Midwest salaries are pretty low.
I mean, I'm trying to move to the Midwest.
So I'm entering the dry hills, is that correct?
Correct. In the dry hills, there's gonna be a tomb-looking thing that you wanna end up going into, but if you find it, just press the TP and walk by until you find a waypoint of somewhere. And the exit eventually is gonna be in a corner. So here's where like a lot of different things can happen. You can like go in different paths in different ways, but keep an eye out for a tomb and a waypoint and an exit, because you're gonna want all 3 of those.
I found
Waypoint's
stairs.
pretty
Is that an exit?
No, stairs is just means the map is split up, kind of like a Black Marsh was.
That sucks.
Yeah, it happens a lot in Act 2.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in the Midwest that are making like in the mid 40s to low 60s. And that's decent money, like in the Midwest, but it's not what the employers pay, because they're paying close to like 100,000, 120,000 for those same employees. So if I was able to go up to a place and be like, hey, I can give you, hey, I found a waypoint.
You need to have a lot of like, I don't know, It's hard to just sell the people right away.
Oh yeah. I think I could do it though. So I found a waypoint. And what else am I looking for? An exit and what?
And a tomb looking thing. I forget what it's called.
Well, I'll probably know it when I see it.
Yeah. Has the same, like, on the mini-map, there's a purple entrance to the door of it.
Yeah, the devil is not subtle.
Yeah.
Yeah, another thing I thought about potentially doing is setting up a consultant business and then selling the services for cheaper, but then just doing it all myself. So
So you'd be like a contractor, yeah.
yeah, except I would pretend to represent a whole team, but it would just be me doing all the work.
That sounds super rude.
I mean, I would still do the work, and I do a good job. Okay, I found the place. I TP, and then what?
So how close was your waypoint to it? I would say look to see if in that corner is the exit, and if it isn't, just continue into the exit.
I'm sorry, I looked to see if the corner is the exit, and then what?
And then if it is the exit,
It is.
run and keep going. Okay, so then go in there, and you're looking for a waypoint. A good thing to note is a hole in the ground, the maggot layer, which you'll eventually need to go into. And then again, the exit's going to be in the corner somewhere.
I can't carry you.
Those beetles in the fire oasis give a lot of experience, so when keeping normal ones, you'll usually take the time to kill.
Lightning hurts.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
So I'm looking for a waypoint. Not finding it.
Yep. So if you don't find a waypoint here,
Oh, I found stairs.
okay, yeah,
Oh, there's a waypoint.
nice.
What do you do when you find the waypoint?
So now go back to that TP you made, and go through that tomb.
Wouldn't it be faster to waypoint to the town, use the TP, and then TP again?
You don't need to TP again, because you have this waypoint that you're going to come back to. Basically, the tomb's the last thing you need to do in that area, so...
Oh, and I can try the Elzix guy again for socketed armor.
What you need?
I found one socketed armor. That's not what I want.
Nope. You need to. But again, that's not till level 17 that becomes using it, so not having it now is not the end of the world.
Good day.
Okay, so now I'm in the halls of the dead.
Yep. So all of these are going to be considered left, and basically, like when you enter in, right now you're going right. You're going to be going left instead. There's the 3 spokes, and it considers one straight, one left, and one right for each of those spokes.
It's really weird that they don't use the characters like point of view.
It's more like the room's point of view.
How does a room have a point of view?
Rooms with eyes and stuff.
Yeah. So it's always going to be to the left?
More or less, yeah. Level 3, instead of a way down, you're going to find a place with a fancy chest. And the fancy chest is all that you're looking for here.
Oh, is this that Staff of King's place?
This one I think is the cube.
Oh, cube's good. Cube holds things.
Yeah. The hole in the ground, and the next one is the staff, and then an amulet in the first
Well, that's a dead end. Okay, I found a waypoint.
Okay, so that means that you're going possibly the wrong direction.
Yeah, there are 3 paths, and I went to the northwest.
Was that the one that was left relative to others?
I mean, I guess. This is the opposite direction. It was the opposite direction of the first one.
So yeah, this is the left that you're going now.
Hey, fire resist plus 13%.
That's good. Fire resist is really important in later acts.
Ah, I went what I thought was left, and it was just bats.
No, the opposite way is left right now.
How? It's the same orientation.
So there's 3 spokes. One of the spokes has to be right, one of them is straight, one of them is left.
Wait, so it's not based off the entrance?
It's based on like the room's shape and the room's exits. So I guess like always orient yourself saying like if I was facing the exit, that's what the room is facing. The exit of this room.
So you're not... So you're facing as if you're entering the door, not exiting?
You're facing as if you're exiting the room. Don't care about the opening door. Think about the room as a whole.
But there's lots of entrances and exits to the room. How do you know which room entrance?
I don't know what you mean by that.
So like this first room, there's 4 exits.
There's 3.
There's 4.
One of them is where you came from. That's the way down. That's not the way out of the room.
Okay. Yeah, this map thing's gonna be difficult for me to figure out.
Yeah, once you're done with the run, we can like go back and look through all the maps and like actually draw stuff out.
How many fissures do you get? 9?
as much as you can. I don't know. You want to be level 20 in Act 5, and then there's a quest that gives you a full level there. So you end up being level 21 at the end of the run.
Okay, so once you get the cube, you just teleport.
Yeah, you just use a TP and go back to town. Because you have that next waypoint.
You
You have
have
the Herodric cube. So do you go and talk to Elzix each time you go to the town?
greetings.
Usually I'll have the armor by then. So once I have the armor, I don't talk to Elzix anymore.
Yeah, I've got still just a one-socketed armor in his inventory.
If you need to, what you can do is you can reset him by
Save and exit.
It is an honor
no,
to
instead
serve.
of that, there's that like little square purple thing to the right of him that you open a trap and go into the sewers, and you can just basically go in and out of the sewers, and it'll reset the vendor.
Oh. I'll try that a few times just to get used to the idea of searching for... Hey, oh, two-socketed armor. There we go.
Cool. And then once you have that, put a towel and then an F in.
Tal. Eth. Stuff. Okay. And I have one RAL rune left, and that goes into a helmet later, I guess?
Yep.
Hello.
So now, instead of using the teleporter, I use the waypoint to Far Oasis, and now I look for the hole in the ground.
Correct.
To the maggot layer.
Yep.
Oh, that was right there.
Nice.
If I recall correctly, maggot layer was mostly linear.
It's going to go right if possible. So it's right at the entrance. So for you, that's going to be like towards the bottom right of the map. Yeah, the way you're going now.
Okay, I learned something today.
Boulders are sometimes nice in this area.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, boulders are like casting fissure and walking fire would be good, but I think for the most part boulders are just the way to go in here.
Yeah, what I discovered was if you cast Firestorm and he's standing by a corner, does not work properly.
Correct. And once you get to the Arcane Sanctuary, there's ways that have stairs. Shit doesn't work on stairs. Like, a lot of stuff doesn't work. So, it gets like awkward to manipulate that area a little bit.
So I'm guessing half freeze duration is better than lightning resist 0.8.
How much lightning resist do you already have? If you don't have any, then lightning resist is probably better because of all the beetles and shit in.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, so I just replaced that corruption touch ring, but I guess I would replace it back later.
Yeah, you can replace it back for certain areas, although lightning resist is never bad. Eventually you can start buying thawing potions, which give you a bunch of cold resist, and if you're frozen, you won't be able to fix that. But it's one of those things that just kind of keeps space in inventory, so good to have some of.
Okay, I found a hole to maggot layer 2.
Nice. So Mega Layer 2 is the same thing where it's to the right. put it in your stash so that when you die, you don't just drop it on the ground.
Oh, that's smart. Death beetle. That doesn't sound very nice. Hey, another hole in the ground. Oh no! I almost died.
I've almost died a few times recently.
Do what?
I've almost died a lot in the past like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm level 16 inside the maggot layer.
Okay, that's good. You want to be 17 at the X, so it's really good experience.
Not enough mana.
You want to be 17 when what?
I need mana.
When you finish Act 2.
So I'm ahead of the curve.
Much better problem than me.
Well, except it's an hour and a half in, and I haven't finished Act 2.
I mean, sure. But if you're an hour and a half in, haven't finished Act 2, and you're level 14,
Oh, that would be awful. Okay, I found the Staff of Kings.
okay, cool. So I'm gonna get rid of the mega layer. So you can go back to the waypoint, either save an exit or just TP out.
Are you supposed to kill the things in here?
Nope, doesn't matter.
Thus,
Blessings to you.
Okay. So I have a poison resist plus 11% ring.
So poison resist is like the least useful of the resist. It's still useful if you have nothing else, but I would say any amount of like light or fire resist is gonna be better.
Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and sell this half freeze duration ring. 'Cause
Yep, that sounds good.
it doesn't do all that much.
good day.
Okay, this is where I practice the belt stuff. So shift, right click, left click. Okay, that was not too bad. Where do I go once I have that other stuff?
So in the Far Oasis, again, there's going to be an exit at one of the corners. And that'll take you to the Lost City, where you once again look for an exit in a corner for the... whatever it's called.
Okay, so the Lost City.
Yep. So now corner exit from the Lost City to something, which then the center of that something has a club.
Why did it get dark all of a sudden?
Velocity does that. There's some lore to it, but I don't know the lore.
Oh. So, what you're saying is Kel'Thuzad's sacrifice is lost on you.
I have no idea what that means, but also that sounds like a World of Warcraft guy who would do that.
Found stairs.
The only reason I know that is World of Warcraft is from Hearthstone.
So I'm level 16. And I'm just looking for what in the Lost City?
An exit.
Is there any particular exit direction? Or just follow the corners?
It's just all the corners random.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I guess that doesn't suck too much because you have to level up. Oh, you can click on the map while you're in the inventory to keep moving. You can just hold down left click and be in your inventory and be like right click and stuff. Advanced tactics. Frank FC is raiding with a party of 7.
Yo. Let's go Frank FC.
Thanks, Frank FC. I'm not very good at this. This is my first time doing this. I'm suddenly way more self-conscious about all the poor decisions I'm making. So, the stairs just mean Lost City was split.
Yep. Probably late to tell you this, but if there's ever like all of the exits that have or corners that have an exit are flush with the edge of the map. So when there's stuff like a random indentation on the corner, then there's not going to be an exit there. So probably not super important right now because it's your first time, but something you'll pick up later on of when to expect that indentation.
Yeah, you'll have to explain that to me later.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be the last place I check? Is this what this game is, Risner?
If you think that's bad, wait till you get to the Arcane Sanctuary.
This game looks like it would be exhausting. Yep, it was the very last place I checked. Valley of Snakes.
Yep, okay, that's what it's called. And they're just in the middle of that map cave. The map is pretty small.
Claw Viper Temple.
Yeah. The exits for this are going to be left, similar to that first tomb you went into. There's only 2 levels to it. And the second
Define left.
that way that you're going. So it's going to be a room with that entrance, so I'd say go like in a straight route and try to turn back that way when you can.
I can't carry it.
And I don't really need to worry about items now, right?
Yeah. You're pretty much set. If you find better jewelry, that's cool. Charms can be helpful, but
Yeah, but basically don't worry about general stuff. Like, you get 10% resistance of something, and you're like, oh, that's cool.
yep. I found good boots for a hell run, because they get extra run luck, but they're 70 strings, so I'm never going to use them here.
Tainted Sun Altar?
Yeah, crash that. Basically,
Crash?
the quest right now is to run up and smash it, break it, and get the one out.
What the?
Oh yeah, there's a snake in there that hits real hard. Did you pick up that amulet that dropped? Amulet of
Yes.
the Viper? Okay.
Ah, yes.
And now you talk to Drognin, who's towards like the exit of the town,
Mm-hmm.
and you run into the palace, which is where those guards and shit were earlier.
I've been good day.
Is that the split?
And that's the split, yep.
Hello.
So because like sometimes you just do those in a weird order, we don't usually keep track of like when one of those happens.
So I talked to Drognin and then I split.
I've been. Good day.
Now I talk to the guards and I go in the palace.
You don't even have to talk to him, just run by him.
Well, it'd be rude just to run by them.
Hey, you got shit to do.
Okay, I have now entered the harem.
Okay, so in the harem you choose either staircase. I usually go towards like the top staircase.
Done.
And then in the corner is going to be the exit. So like into like the bottom left corner.
That skeleton just shot me.
Yeah, skeletons have bows sometimes.
Wow, you take a lot of damage in this area.
If you get hit.
Oh, so I shouldn't get hit.
Yep.
To the harem level 1.
No, wrong corner. You want like that bottom left corner.
It was the bottom left corner.
That's the top left corner.
What the
So,
So I need to go to the top left of the map to get to the bottom left corner.
so the path that you're running right now. Hold on, wait. Keep running from where you were before. There's like that little corner that you haven't explored at the bottom.
In the bottom? Bottom right?
The very, very bottom, the only bottom you haven't gone to yet.
How do I get in there? Oh, I see it.
Okay.
There's not a little yellow thing there.
Yeah. All of these maps, you go through Harem 1 and 2, Palace 1 and 2. It all has that same, you want to get to that same little corner. And then in Palace level 3, you do something different.
Oh, that's a lot of bad guys. I hope Frank FC's raiding party is just taking bets on how many times I'm gonna die.
What would you set the over under? I'd say over under 4.
I don't think I'll die in Act 2 until I get to the Duriel guy.
I don't think you'll die at Duriel. I think you'll die before then, though.
You're the expert.
The Arcane Sanctuary is hard. And there is one or two purposeful deaths that you take.
Purposeful deaths?
Yep. Because it's faster to die than the CP that you made earlier, instead of like fighting all the crap that you would have to fight regardless.
Alright, cellar level 3.
Alright, so in this one you want to head towards towards the center of the map. And there's gonna be like a weird arch thing in the very middle.
Okay, I'm going in a portal.
Yep, good. So inside that portal, there's a waypoint right in the center, and then 4 directions. The direction that the summoner is in is random.
And you just have to pick one and hope.
Pick one and hope. Stairs are a pain to deal with, so if you see a path that doesn't have stairs, that's better. There's only one of those, just because it's easier to check that direction, but there's no guarantee that that's the right way.
Nature's architect.
I'm guessing here I should be using the, whoops. I should be using the rolling rock thing.
Sometimes, like, along the stairs, you can do this because it's explosives and they wouldn't do damage. When it's a flat path, fissure is still your best damage. I would say Firestorm's not very useful.
Okay, I need potions.
Yes. Good day.
Yeah, so when I was going through there on my run, I think most of the time I was able to make it through without needing potions, but I would say that's something that you eventually build up to, is getting through one of these ways without a potion. It takes a long time before you're able to do that.
I imagine so.
And not like not needing potions, but like getting through without needing to go back to town for more potions is what I mean. I don't want to make it sound like I walked through without pushing the button. And that's one of the things where like, you start to figure out how much your character needs mana versus health potions and stuff like that.
Stairs! Wait a minute, did I just go in a loop? I just went in a loop.
You may have gone in the loop.
Risner,
Evan?
I don't like this Escher's Funhouse.
Yeah, this is where I said there's a map that you're not going to like, and this is the one.
What the fuck?
What happened?
I think I found the guy on my first try.
Nice, yeah. Whenever there's that button like that, that's the guy. So that's really good. That's a one way. If you can kill him, that's cool. If you don't kill him, it doesn't matter. You need to read the book and go through the portal there.
Seek.
Okay, I killed him. He didn't drop shit.
Finally. I can leave.
Yeah, he does that sometimes.
Okay, what do I do?
So you go through there, and in your quest log, the very bottom right quest is going to tell you a symbol.
I saw like a little upside down moon thing.
So that's towards like the top of the map.
I'm still killing beetles.
What level are you?
17.
Yeah, either way. If you see beetles, that's cool. Anything else, like, unless it's in your way, just don't worry about it.
So I should go in Talrosh's tomb?
As long as it's the one that has a crescent symbol outside, so not that one. Go to the other way that you haven't explored yet, yeah. Like 3 tombs further along, you'll see one that has a crescent symbol.
Oh, there's a little pillar outside.
Yeah.
That's hard to see. I must have went the wrong way because there's no more tombs.
Along the top of the map. So like the one you went to at the very beginning when I saw, when you were standing outside of it, was like the corner. And you go either left or right from there.
Yeah, you told me to go right, and it was not to the right.
I meant left. My bad.
I'm sorry, I meant the opposite. Okay, I found the correct tomb.
Cool. And then the left pattern there is the one you want to go to.
I'm just kind of winging it and hoping this is left.
No, that's right.
Fuck!
But that might, yeah, so there's a chance that that's still correct, and it just curves around, but...
Cold resist plus 18, meh.
That's good.
Why is that good?
Especially for the Duriel fight, cold resist is good.
Oh, it's a jewel though.
Okay. Not bad if you have an extra socket to put something in, but...
I do not.
So one thing that you're going to need to do at some point before you fight Duriel is put the staff and the amulet in your cube and put them together.
And transmute them?
Yep.
Done.
Cool. And that's what you're going to put inside this. There's like a little pillar at the end of this tomb.
10% faster cast rate.
That I think is good. I forget what the breakpoints are for a druid.
I'm gonna use that instead of the 8% lightning resist.
Yep, that sounds good.
Wow, this stamina shrine is lasting forever.
I think it's like 3 minutes or something.
The cool thing about this run is that I should be able to PB pretty easy.
Yeah.
Where the hell is the exit? Okay, I found the orifice.
Yep, you put the staff into that.
Okay, so I'm guessing the quickest way is to drop the cube.
Yep. Alright, I got a new PB by 6 seconds.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm about to finish Act 2.
Nice.
So I just realized I haven't been wearing boots this entire time.
For the most part, that doesn't matter unless you find boots worth using. Fast road walk is big. Other than that, resists are good, but not worth putting extra strength for it.
So what do you do to kill Duriel?
You cast Vigil and then you just run away. And make him run over it. So make like run in circles if you can, so he runs over it is more than like a straight line. If you go to town, drink both of those thawing potions you have right now. And they'll give you more resistance for that cold stuff that he's hurting you with.
Oh.
There's nothing the right potion can't cure.
How many of those thawing potions can you drink?
They just add to time. So each one I think is like 30 seconds worth of extra resist. So you probably drink plenty now.
Oh, he gives you free potions.
What? Who's giving you free potions?
What's his face?
That doesn't sound right.
Oh, you can kite him.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay, that was easier once I figured that one out.
Alright, I think I'm gonna end my stream here. I don't think I'm gonna do another run. But I'll definitely stay on the call and keep giving you advice for a bit. So anyone that's watching me, thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you around next time.
do. So what do I do once I kill this dude?
A
You have
new.
quite a
The
treasure
door
there.
opens and just
Stay
walk
a
through that door
while
and follow
and
the path.
listen.
You talk to an angel guy.
Oh.
Welcome
You have to go
my
back
son.
into there though. So I go back into your portal.
Oh yeah, I killed that guy. So I go through this door.
Yep. So you go through the door, you talk to the angel,
Hello.
and he opens up a portal. Then you have to run towards where that palace was and talk to a dude named Jaren, who's like the king or the prince or some of the town.
You have done very well.
And then the fastest way to get to where you need to go after that is to walk into the palace, like into that harem,
Mm-hmm.
cast a TP, walk into the TP, and then Mischief is going to be like right outside where the TPs are.
Greetings. Jaren tells me my ship is yours.
Sailing east.
Yep. Cool.
So where do you go from here?
You walk out of the town to like the top right area. Not down there, but like past the waypoint in the stash. There's that offshoot.
Yeah, you gotta give me like cardinal directions for
Yeah.
now, I think. Like, go to the right! I'm like, alright, I'll go to the right. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to do this. Yeah.
Good call. Alright. So in the spider forest, along the edges, there are going to be like little totem things that lead into like an inlet path. You want to go into those until you find one that has a cave called the Spider Cavern, and you want to go into the Spider Cavern.
So I got a jade figurine.
That's a quest that you can turn in, but it takes a while to run to the people in the town, so in normal runs we usually just drop it and don't worry about it. But completing it
Take
gives
that,
you time.
prized possession.
Alright, so that's the first of the entrance that you're going in now. If you saw where like the pillars were, so that's good.
Oh, I did not.
Okay, well, you went the right way. So there's either going to be a cave or not a cave. And we don't supposed to be called Spider Cavern. There is no cave here, so just run back out the way you came. Then continue along the path that you were going on.
Oh, so this little inlet is bad.
It's bad, but you have to check it, because one of the three, there's three of them total on the map, one of the
Okay.
three is correct.
Okay.
And as you exit here, you might see the pillars that I was mentioning.
Oh, it's too late now. Oh, I can look. Oh yeah, I think I saw him. That's the dead end.
You're
Why did I
going
go
the
that way?
wrong way now, because there was like the dead end from the water, but it continues going north up the way that you were by the inlet. What the heck?
Wait, what?
I just got hosted, but I'm not streaming.
Cool. So, you've been hosted by my. You've been hosted, and I'm hosted by you.
Yep. So you're getting the stream host right now.
That's cool.
If you have stamina potions, yeah. The flying insects here drain your stamina, so that's why like it instantly go into zero sometimes if you get hit by them.
Oh, okay. I was wondering why I was running out of stamina. I was like, this is not normal.
Yeah. And then just as a side note, there's a weird thing with this act where the spider forest sometimes exits to the Great Marsh, sometimes exits to Player Jungle, and sometimes exits to both.
Weird.
And we only... Alright, so Spider Cavern is good. You want to go towards like the bottom of your screen. So the way that you're immediately running is good.
So south, southwest,
Southeast.
Kalim's Eye.
Yep, that's what you need. And once you get that, you can just run out of the cave.
But I should still be killing like special groups, right?
Yeah, but watch out for that spider. He's gonna hit you real hard if he hits you.
He's dead.
Okay, good. So now just run back out, and you don't need to go into any more of those offshoots in the spider forest. You're looking for the Player Jungle. Sometimes you need to go through the Great Marsh to get there, sometimes you don't. So Act 3 can be kind of a pain to do that.
Alright, where am I going?
You're looking to just follow the path.
There's a path?
Kind of. Like the whole area is after this. So at this point, you don't want to walk into any more inlets until you get to the Player Jungle. And you want to go... probably northeast?
I will go northeast.
Yeah, but again, it's one of those things where it's not really set in stone.
Ah, these mosquitoes sound like actual mosquitoes.
The sound effects in this game are good.
Whoa, I don't remember those enemies at all.
This one was the frog dudes? Yeah. So, looks like you're walking into pillars now. You don't need to walk into those.
What? I don't need the swampy pit,
Correct.
so I don't go there. Where do I go?
You just go back out to that main map. So like where that well was, go to the well and then keep going northeast.
This one will be hard for me to figure out because I can't tell the difference between an inlet and a not inlet.
Once you're done, you can go back and I'll show you.
Whoa, that enemy died twice?
In Act 3, those specific ones, there's technically a person like riding on their back. And when you kill the main one, the guy riding on the back.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh, I heard a ding.
Congrats on the thing.
Lightning resists 22%.
Nice. Start my stream, and then we can. I'll just.
Did you see me survive, Risner?
I'm going to your stream now.
Man, this is a long map. Where am I going?
eventually you're gonna find an exit.
Eventually I'm gonna what?
Find an exit.
I hope so. I just like these little guys. Ah, I stopped to use a potion and they swarmed me. It's like baby's first crusade. These monsters are mean. Yup. Yes, they are. Another Dean. Oh man. He dropped a tier rune.
Nice.
If I had known about that. Alright, I'm in the lower Karast.
You're in Lower Crust? No, you're in the Flare Jungle. Okay, so I missed when you got to the Flare Jungle. Make it TP. You're gonna have to go back in there.
Back in where?
The Flare Jungle later.
But I should be in Karast, right?
Yeah, you have to get there too. So I'd say go ahead and make a TP. Get all of the potions you can get, and then go in and make another TP.
Oh, okay. I'll go back.
So that way, if you've already gone by, don't worry about it.
Too late, I'm already back to the thing.
Okay.
Wait, who do I talk to buy potions?
You now speak to yes.
Ormus.
Good, I made a first good guess.
Yeah, good. So for future reference, the claw that you have there usually never sells for much. So don't worry about picking up claws.
So I have a tier rune and a Ral rune. Do I need to do anything with those?
Nope. If you have room in your helmet, you can dart them there. But other than that...
I have no sockets in my helmet.
Okay, so I might be getting a helmet with a socket for the Ral rune. If your fire resist isn't good. But...
Do you do 10% caster fast rate, or lightning resist plus 22%? Or fire resist plus 13%?
Let me look something up real quick.
And currently my resistances are 56, 5, 12, 40.
Alright, sword. Druid, faster cast rate. There's a breakpoint at 30. Okay, keep the faster cast rate on. And then I would say put
I'm guessing.
either way for the resistance.
I'm sorry, what?
Either way for the resistance, depending on what one you feel like you need. If you're gonna use the Rail Rune, then use the light resist ring.
Okay. So I have now 43% fire, 34% lightning, 40% poison, and 5% cold.
That's good. Cool.
Okay. Now, where do I go in this area?
So you want to get to the next level, which is along the northeast somewhere. There's going to be an exit. And that's going to be into the Cursed Bazaar.
I don't remember this area at all. Like, I think I generally... Zaramute? Hey, waypoint.
Okay, if you get the waypoint, then go ahead and just go back to town now. And use your Flare Jungle. Portal on wall, let's search for the dungeon.
Okay, so I keep going. Through the Flare Jungle.
Yep, so here you're looking for one of those offshoots, and it's going to bring you into a place that has like a weird totem thing and a cave. And you want to do both of those.
I need a key.
I don't see any offshoots. Those little guys sound funny. I'm running out of offshoots.
Player jungle is long. You'll find it.
Okay, so I already know that I need to buy more stamina potions for this area.
Or get hit by the buzzers list. Like, keep running, don't stop to attack them, and things like that.
Oh, those are those pillars. I see them. They're taller than I thought.
Okay, I'm gonna let you know this time. I was confused how you've missed him so much. Happy you found him. So yeah, you're looking for the Flayer dungeon, which might be down there.
Yes. I'm now in the Flare dungeon.
So you're gonna want to go. I think it's left as much as possible.
So northwest.
Yeah. So yeah, northwest. Yeah.
Ooh, a helmet.
The density here is pretty big at all the crossroads, so be careful.
Acquired strength 41.
Yeah. You'll start to find a lot of stuff that you're not going to have the strength for at this point.
Okay, Flare dungeon level 2.
Yep, same thing applies for level 2.
Okay, I have now 9 in Fisher, so I do Firestorm for the rest.
No, Fisher for level 2.
Uh-oh. I died.
Did you have any portals open?
Oh, was I supposed to have a portal open?
If you ever like think you might die somewhere, or like as you're dying, if you're not gonna be able to get through it, then open a portal. So since you don't, go ahead and I would say save and exit the game and then rejoin.
Why?
It gives you your body back.
Oh. Yeah, I found another 10% faster cast rate.
So the next faster cast rate you find shouldn't matter.
Well, it's another ring, so I have to get rid of a ring to do it. And I'm not saving and exiting yet. I just want to run back to the body. See what it's like.
Did you have the Flayer Jungle waypoint? Would that have been closer?
I don't think it would have been.
You can move your minimap to check with the left, like with the arrow buttons on your keyboard.
Oh. It's about halfway.
2 minutes away for just a second, so I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh, that's right, I did this last time.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thanks. Alright, so you're back in level 2, nice. That's good.
Yeah, I got my body back.
So when you get to level 2, my personal would say walk the most inconvenient path possible.
What?
Also, you're going the wrong way right now. You want to be going like southwest.
I died.
Did you open a portal this time?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I would say don't even worry about getting your body because you're going in a little bit the wrong direction. So just make sure that you keep portals open in case you die again.
I mean, why wouldn't I get my body?
Because you're just going to save an exit later to get it. It would take more time to walk up there and kill everything than to just ignore it for now.
That feels wrong. Like it's right there.
So that first door that you see to the left is where you want to be going. Oh my gosh, ignore your body.
I'll ignore my body later. Ah!
Did you die?
Yeah,
Make sure you buy more portals if you need to.
I do.
Good day.
Alright, can we ignore the body now? Because just from when like you went past the place where you would turn to when you died, like 20 seconds had passed.
Is that a lot?
I mean, 20 seconds, it's still 20 seconds regardless.
I mean, my body has my belt.
In level 3 there aren't that many things that you're killing anyways.
I'm still gonna get my body because I don't know where where to go.
What? I'm telling you, that door with the yellow, like, very much to the, like, the first left you can take.
Okay, you gotta use cardinal directions because I don't know what you mean by left.
So there's only one yellow thing on the map, right? One yellow door
Yellow door.
on your mini map.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that you want to walk through that.
I'm dead. Nope, I'm not dead.
Nice. Oh, I see what happened. That was good.
I can't see shit. I'm in Flyer Dungeon level 3.
Okay, good. So yeah, this is like a huge roundabout way with a lot of the paths that are closed off. So there's like set patterns to this map, but I don't know them.
So which way do I go?
Just start walking. If you run into a dead end, then you didn't go the right way. Alright, so you found that first dead end. Usually involves like curving around and then either ending in the middle or in a corner. So I'm guessing right now it's going to be in like the top right just because it forced you to go the opposite way at the beginning. But there's one special shiny chest in this dungeon. And there'll be enemies near that shiny chest most of the time.
I dislike this level.
Yes. I also dislike this level.
Basically all of Act 3 is decidedly unfun.
Yeah, I think Act 3 is generally not people's favorite. Act 3 and Act 2 are rough. Act 1 is really nice.
Oh, that guy's immune to fire.
Yeah, just don't kill him. Don't worry about him.
Well, where is it?
Okay, so there's that room in the exact center of the map. It should be in there.
The room in the what?
The exact center
Ah.
of the map. Yeah, so most of the time that green guy that's immune to fire is in the same room as this chest. But sometimes, like this layout, he's not.
So what do I do once I get that thing? Save and quit?
Yep. And are you level 19 at this point?
Greetings.
20.
Alright, so you should be using your staff.
It's a good call. So I'm guessing the 22% faster cast rate is, or 22% lightning resist is better than 10% faster cast rate.
Correct, and that's because right now you would need 11% more to hit the next breakpoint, because it's all about breakpoints in here, and 10% just doesn't make a difference, because you already have the first 10. So right now you have 35 faster cast rate between the armor and the wearing, and the druid's next breakpoint is 46.
So what do I, where do I go?
So you do, what's the furthest waypoint? That lower thrust?
Mm-hmm.
So go in there and then head to the northeast. And you're just looking for the exit somewhere along that northeast wall to the bazaar. Once you're in the bazaar, you're looking for a thing called the sewers, which is, the entrance is on the ground in like a random angle. And you're already level 20, so I would say unless something's in your way, don't worry about killing it. So this is going to be in the middle of the map somewhere. There should be 2 entrances.
Found stair. Oh, to the ruined temple.
Yeah, don't do that. You're just looking for the sewers.
Do I put a TP in front of the ruined temple?
Nope, we're ignoring it.
You just don't do it?
Correct.
Sewers.
Cool. So go in there, and then follow along the edge of the sewers, because I'd say like 90% of the time there's an entrance to sewers level 2 along the edge. The other like 5 to 10% of the time it's in the middle. And it sucks when that happens.
So is there anything else in the game that poisons me?
Yeah.
Like I've just been carrying... What? I found an exit, but it took me back to the upper bazaar area.
Oh yeah, don't go into that exit.
Too late, Risner.
There are gonna be a few of those. So you want to stay along like the outside edge of the map. You went back towards the inside.
Is there a way to reduce the map's opacity?
you have one check.
I can't carry.
Because like I can see the map or the game.
I don't think so, and that's probably why people. There's fade everything. So in auto map. Options or something.
Oh, I wish this screen could
Alright.
easily be bigger. Why don't they just allow you to have a higher resolution?
This was the highest resolution necessary.
But it's Blizzard, they could do more now.
They've made a bunch of updates.
Yet 800 by 600 is...
I imagine that they coded it weird at the time, so that's what they usually do. They can edit it.
Okay, so I spent a lot of time trying to get to the edge of the map here.
Yeah, and it wasn't there. I see.
It wasn't there.
So it's probably along a different edge, maybe along the top, but you still want to stick to the outside.
Yeah. I just wanted to let you know that I blame you for my choice of action. And the resulting failure.
To be fair, for you to have checked the outside of that map, it could have been done a little bit faster.
This is true.
So I'll take partial blame for that one.
Wait,
but
so not upper Karrast. I don't want that, right?
not yet. I would say leave a TP at some point, and you can go back. Actually, no, that doesn't make sense. Never mind. Alright, cool. You found level 2.
Found the what?
You found level 2. That little switch thing that you have to click. In the center of that island. You can see it on the mini map a little bit.
Oh.
I forgot about that step. And then in the northeast is the chest that you want.
And I found the heart. Do I
Yep.
transmute those three things together?
Plus one more thing that you have yet to get.
Oh. So what do I do now? Save and quit?
No. Go back out of here and go towards that upper Karrast exit that you saw. And you want to go into the upper Karrast.
My time is great right now.
You're pretty much competing for like 6 world records. Alright, so again, the northeast is going to be an exit towards eventually Travancore. There's like a few other places that are named along the road, but you just keep going northeast. You see some stairs, you want to go up those stairs because that's the bridge that you're over. So back along the water, the way you were coming.
Wait, what?
So run along the water the way you were coming, and there are stairs to like a bridge thing.
Stairs to like a bridge thing. Oh, these things?
Probably.
With faithfuls on them?
You're running the correct way on my stream now.
Karrast Causeway?
Yep, and just keep running northeast from here.
I want to murder this guy because he shocked me.
Oh my gosh. I think that's one of the things that you're going to be able to save a lot of time is just not killing everything.
Yeah, probably. I mean, he hit me.
Sure.
Stuff's gotta happen.
No.
I mean, if I just kill their boss, that's not enough.
That's,
Hydras. What is this?
cool. So the Hydras attack you, but they're just casting something else. You can't kill them. You want to kill all the council members and like the special things around them. The first unique one that you kill is going to drop what's called Cohen's Flare. And that's what you put in your cube with the transmute. At this point, just use Fisher. It's going to be more powerful than all your other stuff.
Even if they're resistant to fire?
Yep. If they're resistant to fire, then you can just kill a different one, but their life still drops to 10. You don't need to kill all of them, just the one to drop the flail.
Impossible.
Do I have to hit it with the flail?
Yep, so you have to equip the flail and then hit the stone thing. Sometimes, if the game is good, you have to hit it a couple times before it triggers, but usually it looks like that. Alright, so now pathway opens and you go in. So this map is a left, so you want to go towards the northwest.
What the?
It might be good to cast a TP just in case you die. Oh, those little guys, when they die, they explode and don't do any damage.
Noted.
So this is a good exercise of ignore things and run past them when possible.
Okay, Endurance of Hate level 2.
Alright, so this is a straight. So you want to go.
How is that a straight? Like the exit is still on the same side. That's gonna take me a while to get.
I think that like once you're done, you can tune into my stream and I'll like go places and show you what I mean.
Like I am missing some fundamental concept.
Yeah.
Level 3. And I do Fisher forever, you said?
Yep.
The other thing
So
says
don't kill things here.
the other thing says Firestorm.
Think about that. So don't kill anything there, just run straight to the opposite corner on the northwest and try to not bring enemies with you.
Oh, too late there. Straight to the what?
The northwest. You have to like curve around to the side in one of the side rooms first.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. And this map has a static layout, so it's gonna be the exact same.
Okay. So I passed Mephisto, I'm in the top left.
Alright, no, kill Mephisto. But you don't want to kill any of the council dudes. So,
What? What?
Kill Mephisto. Mephisto is the one that you want to kill.
Yeah, why don't you want to kill his council dudes?
Because it just takes time and doesn't matter. They don't get much experience, they don't get good drops. And if you like aggro them, then they might start casting Hydras from across the way the entire time, so just running past them is fastest.
Okay, so are you supposed to cheese
Open up the
Mephisto?
portal, 'cause you might die to Mephisto.
I won't die to Mephisto.
I've died 20 times to Mephisto. It happened.
Why would you die to Mephisto?
He hits harder than you. If he were to hit you with like an ice orb, it would be more to your health.
Like you can cheese him if you get him in a corner. I don't speed this game, and I know that.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do that.
Wait, what do you do after his?
So now you walk towards like the center, and that portal, like that bridge opens to that red portal thing,
Bestows hatred.
Alright.
and you go into the red portal thing.
Oh, fire resist 15, poison resist 16. That's a better helmet.
Cool.
What do I do at this point?
So you're gonna run out of the town. Well, you want to buy potions from Jamila. Then you run out of the town to the bottom right.
What do you need?
Oh, oops. Potions from her, and then what?
And then you run out of town to the southeast. Also, when you buy mana potions at this point, you can buy the regular ones and not the special ones because you don't need that much.
Oh, okay.
But follow to like the southwest at first. And there's 3 potential exits on this map. So the first one is along the southwest, you see it's not there. So then the next 2 are in like the northeast exit. So just kind of start making your way to the northeast.
What is a Thal rune?
Cool. Yeah, money. That'll suffer a lot.
So I need to go northeast now?
Correct. Sorry, southeast. I lied.
Risner, I feel more skillful.
I'm guessing you found a skill frame. Yep, there it is. Alright, those stairs, that's where you go. Yeah, good. So now the exit's gonna be along the wall. Usually not in a corner. But sometimes I think it can still be in a corner. So you want to walk like along the outside edges. And usually at this point in the run, you're not killing anything, you're just running looking for the exits, unless like stuff's threatening to kill you or completely blocking your path.
That's weird.
So it's because you've gotten to a point where you're a higher level than, or you're a lower level than you should be, technically, like, push through. So enemies aren't going to give you much experience, and you should be the level that you need in order to actually complete the game.
Where the hell is this exit? There it is.
Alright,
City of
found
the
it?
Damned.
So this next exit is somewhere in the map, and it's a hole in the ground, and it's right next to the waypoint. So if you see the waypoint, then you found the exit. If you see the
Waypoint.
That's insane. That's good. This is my least favorite map, is that City of the Damned, just because it's like random. So you want to go into that hole in the ground,
Done.
and as much as possible, go northeast. You might want to cast a TP because it's possible to get stuck and die here.
Noted.
Actually, you just got the waypoint, so once you get like a decent way in. If your quest log ever pops up, then that means that you went the wrong way a little bit and you should turn around.
Oh, that's a dead end.
Yeah.
How?
They're killing you. Nice.
Risner, how did I live?
So while they were surrounding you so you couldn't leave, they were also surrounding you so only 2 had the range to attack. Dead in there as well.
Waypoint. Hadriel.
You don't worry about talking to him. You're just looking to go northeast still. So there's 2 different sections where you have to make a decision. Go straight, left, or right. If you get to the end and you see a completed H, that means you go all the way to the right. If it's like a not completed H, then you go all the way to the left. And if there's 2 paths going straight together, then you go straight. And that might not make sense.
It doesn't.
Okay. Looks like you chose the right direction both times, so splits really good.
Do what?
You chose the correct direction both times.
Nice.
So you missed the Mephisto split, but as you enter the Chaos Sanctuary, that's the next split. See stuff above your head throughout like this whole area. The people with the glowing hands are the ones that put it above your head, and the blue one means that you move extra slow. The red like blob means you're taking extra damage, and the one with like green trailing orange thing happens. I think it means that you get hit easier. I think it's not easier targeting you, but I don't know.
Well, I don't have any scrolls to identify. I want to know what that ring does.
You can do that later.
Find Diablo in his sanctuary.
Yep. So this is where you go and hit seals. So you keep going northeast and then eventually get to the center, and you're going to need to go on to all 3 offshoots. When you hit a seal, one of the seals on every direction is going to cause enemies to spawn, so you have to be careful.
Okay, I need potions.
Hail to you, champion.
I would say that in here, it's good to always have a TP up that's in a safe location because it's definitely easy to die.
+2 to light radius.
So, if you haven't already opened up a TP, make sure you open one.
I did one to the south by a bit.
Okay, cool.
Oh, there's a seal. I forgot what they looked like.
So for this spiel, you're gonna need to get a mercenary to help you kill the final.
I'm gonna have to what?
You're gonna have to get a mercenary to help you kill the final person.
So I should go back to town and hire one?
Kill all the crap around it, and then you're gonna want to go to Act 2 and hire one.
Act 2?
Yep. So you've already killed that stuff, so yeah, go to Act 2. Hire the highest level one you see. That doesn't matter.
That demon's not taking any damage either.
Yeah, just ignore the demon. Like, it doesn't matter.
Who do you talk to hire?
He's in the northeast of the town.
Goliath?
Come back
Yeah,
this way,
yeah.
have you? Why, did you see enough action here the first
Level
time?
20.
Yep, that works. Alright, then go to the town of Act 4 and talk to the guy there that repaired your stuff earlier, and from him buy a pike.
Greetings.
A pike?
Hello.
Yep.
The pike of worth?
Whatever pike you find.
When you say pike, is it any pike? Or things specifically called pike?
Thing specifically called pike. So that
What do you need?
I would say just drink a couple of those potions. Or that works.
Oh, I can equip it on that guy?
That to good use.
Yeah, and then that's what you're doing with it. You're putting it on your mercenary.
I never knew you could do that.
It was only in the expansion.
Huh.
So Mephisto Soulstone, just drop that on the ground. It doesn't matter.
I'm gonna keep it.
Okay. Alright, now your mercenary should be able to kill the dude. If he's ever dying and you need him to stay alive, holding shift and pushing the potion button will feed him the potion. So make sure you're feeding him potions and shit here.
Thanks. I like how he's still polite.
That's really nice that the blue guy's not running away. Sometimes he runs away a ton. Cool. So you're gonna need your mercenary again in Act 5, but at this point if he dies, it's not a big deal. He's gonna be dead for a while.
So I do have to kill everything in here, right?
No, you just need to kill the 3 bosses. So the blue guy you just kill it, and the other 2 that open from the seals.
I mean, how the hell would you do that without killing all the other stuff? Or are they not all immune to fire?
They're not all immune to fire.
Oh, okay.
So the person on the bottom right is pretty resistant to fire, but your mercenary is just gonna die against him anyways, and it still pretty quickly kills.
Well, my mercenary's dead.
Yeah, that's fine. There is a second seal in that direction. We're gonna get to it. But that blue Venomore is one that you're gonna have to kill. And you just keep like fighting him, casting Fissure. What I usually do is I'll open the seals because they're still innocent, and then cast Fissure as you walk up to the seal on the top.
I couldn't remember if there was a TP or not.
That seal still isn't open. Yeah. So I just kill him as you go to the top right.
Okay, so.
Now, the moment that the last one dies, everything else has disappeared.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh no. I died.
Well, luckily you have that portal open.
Greetings.
Don't worry so much about Firestorm now. I don't know if that was like an intentional cast or if you're accidentally clicking on stuff. Oh, good call buying more portals. I would not have thought to do that.
Really?
I've lost probably at least 5 runs by just forgetting to buy portals. There was also that yellow boon one. That'll sell for a ton if you pick it up.
Like, what do you need the money for at this point? Just potions?
Potions. I don't know how much you have. You might have enough. So glowing hands with that red is the other kill. Everything else has disappeared. And that's what a unique looks like that. Next.
Do what?
And then Diablo appears in the middle and you just gotta kill Diablo.
Oh.
So you have a portal up already, right?
I don't know.
Alright, because that's important here.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Where is Diablo?
In that center of the so that lightning does a ton of damage. Watch out for getting hit by it. Other than that, his stuff does damage, but it's not crazy. And it's basically like don't stand in the fire when you pass it. But the lightning is what really kills people a lot. And it's why Diablo in normal is harder than Diablo in Nightmare at Hell. Because there's a bug where if you stand right next to Diablo in those difficulties, you just don't get damaged by the lightning.
Not enough.
I'm guessing a mercenary wouldn't be very helpful against Diablo.
No, he just does. So mercenaries don't really like avoid anything, and they don't have a ton of like multi resistance or anything like that. So unless they're super well geared, they're just gonna die to most things.
Do you think Diablo's mad that I brought his brother's soul?
I don't think he cares.
I hope he does.
Happy that you haven't already destroyed it. Because they're only close to destroying it at this point. That brand of stock is probably worth picking up and putting on your mercenary.
Yep. Ugh.
Heavy gloves could be useful.
Yep.
The other stuff, just leave it on the ground. That flail you're not actually going to use, and it's not going to sell for a ton, so just
Really?
toss it. Yep.
What do you need?
Alright, so now you go into town, and then you talk to the angel up in the northeast of town, and he'll give you a portal to the next place.
That's good.
I can't use this yet.
Ah, required level 23.
What level are you?
21. I might get it.
Then, yeah, you'll probably get it with the amount that you're killing everything. So I'd say hold on to the gloves. Nine to life is good. Go ahead and sell that blood topaz and that fulminating potion.
Oh yeah, I have a fulminating potion.
And at this point, you can probably sell that raw rune.
Oh.
There's a dog.
Cool. And you have plenty of gold for the rest of the run, so don't worry about picking stuff up to sell later.
So, Mala is the potion person in this one, right?
Correct. And right now, you just want to go northwest for a long time.
Do I get a mercenary now?
Nope.
How do I leave this place?
Northwest.
Oh, there's a little exit on the map, I see.
Yeah, it's like a gate thing.
Oh wow,
This is
I forgot my splits.
Yeah. I mentioned it a while ago and you didn't fix it, and I was like, eh, it's fine.
That's okay. That just means more golds later.
Or you could fix it later.
You can't fix it later.
Yeah, you can. Alright, so stop killing stuff unless it's in your way.
But they're breathing my air.
But look at those barbarians. They got this covered.
Alright. I don't want to disrespect their culture. I briefly thought about walking into that corner so I would be trapped so I could kill something.
That's awful.
I got an experience shrine just in case.
You don't need an experience with the resist lightning would have been better. Alright, so think about like when you're doing a Wolverine run, right? How many enemies are you actually killing?
A decent amount.
But how many are you running by?
Oh, a lot.
Exactly.
Why can't I pick up that ring?
You have no room.
No, I had rune. Rune just wouldn't let me. The
When
ring
your
sucks.
inventory is open, you have to actually like place it. So yeah, try to get like a similar ratio of what you kill and what you run by as Wolverine. You only kill stuff that like will kill you or
Yeah, I know. I'm helping that guy out, I don't care what you say. So it was 4-on-1.
trying to say about that guy? He can't take on 4?
Oh, that's true. I do kill a lot, and I'm not even a barbarian. I'm a druid. I live in the woods. That's wrong. That's wrong.
What are you talking about? Oh, you're getting stuck. Alright. So yeah, you're heading towards like the center-ish, and there's gonna
Golden
be a big
stairs.
set of stairs. You go up.
Yeah. Frigid Highlands.
Yep.
Waypoint.
You start going to the northeast, and if you run into the wall, you start running to the northwest.
Oh, I heard a ding. I want to know what the ding is.
Why did you even kill them?
They were a special group. You told me to kill special people.
No, I'm telling you right now, like, you're done killing stuff. You're not getting much experience here. You're not getting any drops that you need because you already have all the gear and the money that you need.
Yeah, but if you kill all of the, What? They said let us out, Risner.
They're fine.
That portal?
No. You keep running all the way to the end of the map.
Am I going the right way?
Northwest?
Yeah.
Yep.
Those poor barbarians. They were saying, let us out. And Risner's like, ah, they're fine. They're fine.
They're just having a good time.
Over here.
I don't even know how to help you, I'm sorry. I didn't see anything to click on.
So, saving 3 different packs of them is a quest, and all you do is you get runes that you're not a high enough level to use. So, there's like no point to doing that. Alright, so now keep going northwest. Don't go through that door.
Area plateau.
Yep, so now that you're on the area plateau, take a straight line. Go like northeast, and then if you hit the wall, go northwest.
Why does it seem that Act 3 is the hard one?
Because Act 3 is where you're like still finally leveling up. There's a lot of bosses, and there's a lot of decisions with maps. Act 4 is hard for most characters, but the druid's really, really strong.
I could see that. Because I stopped thinking about monsters, really.
I mean, you've also been over-leveled.
I heard a ding! Emerald.
Stop going back for things. You don't need like anything. You don't need gems. You don't need rings.
I will put on those gloves.
Probably won't, and that's okay.
That door was in my way.
Yep, that's good.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay. I'll be down momentarily. Okay, I don't know how to pause live split.
You don't pause live split.
Alright, well I have to hit escape and I have to bring in the boys. I'll be right back.
Yep. So yeah, this is Overswarm doing his speedrun attempt. He's gone about as expected for the times that I would say. The thing is he needs to just stop killing stuff. Yeah, have you been, Buck? How's it going? Living it up in Florida? Fox Apartment 64. I tried that game. Let's not do broadcasting. So you said not a studio? There's a dog barking. So you said the one you're seeing is 1300? I think is what you said? I'm sending you stuff on Discord.
Okay. I am back.
Alright,
It was 4 minutes off my time. Just remember that, just in case I get the world record, Risner.
it counts. Taking breaks, it continues.
Alright, where am I going?
So you're gonna want to do a left, so that's gonna be the top left of the map, northwest.
Oops. There we go.
Southwest. I lied.
Okay, I'm in Frozen Plains.
Okay, good. So then, or wait, no, that's not good. You're in the frozen river. You don't want to be there. So go back out.
To the Crystalline Passage.
Yeah, we're looking for a different exit than that.
Oh, what am I looking for?
Move to like the southwest.
This is the southwest. This is the southwest west.
That was northwest.
What? I can't go any farther south.
So one of these ways is gonna go further south.
Okay, so I can't go south here. I apologize for lying.
I was like, I saw plenty of places you could.
Okay, I'm now in the glacial place.
That's good. Yeah. Alright, so now go north. Oh no, you want to go left again. So once again, the southwest.
What the?
Are you confused on why that's the southwest?
No, I got hit by something and it knocked me back.
Oh yeah, those undead people will knock you back.
Am I supposed to go towards that waypoint?
Don't worry about the waypoint. You just want southwest.
It's a maze.
Yeah.
Did that dead guy just say "aw T"?
I don't know. But also, you walked away from the southwest.
Yeah, I'm looping back around.
No. You like missed a piece of the map down there.
What?
At the very south, there's a piece of the map.
It's a dead end, Risner.
Okay.
I walked all the way back for that.
But that's the direction that you want to be going, so I mean,
That's southeast, though.
that's southwest.
No.
The entrance to that room is southwest.
Alright, so look at the map as a diamond. And up at the top, that's north. And down at the bottom, that corner that I just went to, that's south. So southwest would be like the direction of the waypoint.
Right. And anything going in that direction is possible. So
Is this
that room-
Drifter Caverns?
No caverns.
So I don't want Drifter Caverns.
Correct, you do not. So,
Can you hear the babies?
yeah.
Wait. No. Bathroom. That's not the bathroom.
Hi, buddy. I'm killing Satan's brother. Hi. You come here, and Stephanie will deal with one baby at a time.
Come on, let's go.
Frozen
Brush your
Punch is
teeth.
good?
Yeah, Adam and
Where am I
Daddy are
going?
playing Diablo.
Northwest.
Northwest?
Northeast.
Yeah, it's a blue keyboard. Also, Risner, you might have to speak up a little bit.
I know, it's not northeast.
Am I going the right way?
Yeah, you're going the right way. Wait, keep going that way.
This
Don't worry
portal?
about, like, running away from it. No. You go all the way to the end of the map.
Hi. Well, you probably shouldn't be watching this because there's lots of demons and blood and gore, but it's an 800 by 600, so
Yeah, Adam.
you're good.
Here, bud. You gonna brush your teeth? No? Well, that's too bad.
He wants to see. Bye bye. Night night.
You wanna brush your teeth or go to bed?
My split says ancient, so I think the ancient's way is good.
Teeth?
Correct. Alright, so once again it's a left, so it's going to be most likely south. No. Same thing as before.
I don't know what that is.
Southeast, southwest.
Bringing you in and out. They're still awake when you finish. They want to brush their
The
teeth.
opposite way to go right now.
They wouldn't do it for me.
Do what?
If they're still awake when you finish.
Oh, yes. It shouldn't be too much longer.
Okay, door won't close.
I'll get it.
Alright, let's count the stars and I'm gonna read to you.
Alright, so there's a path that's eventually going to turn back in that direction.
Can I count the stars?
It might be what you see right above where you entered. That might be the exit.
Wait,
So
what?
try that.
I thought you said southwest.
So that little piece of wall that you see just above where you entered, try going to that. So it's just the entrance to the room has to be in that direction. This is one where it might be 3 rights is a left. Nope, that's not the case. Okay. So go towards the northwest and then turn southwest when you can.
I'll get 2 more stars. What are you gonna read? What's our first story?
Diablo's playing ominous music.
You wanna start with this one? Okay. Start with Room on the Bridge.
Uh-oh.
Long ginger braid down her back. How the cat purred, how the bird purred, as they sat on the flew through the wind.
You have found a ridiculous amount of experience points, and I keep hoping that it's something else that could be useful. You keep grabbing them.
I'm guessing Icy Cellar is good.
No,
Wait, we don't want Icy Cellar?
we do not. You're looking for the area plateau. Just look at that.
I was out of stamina.
Flapped a green bird with a bow in her beak. She dropped it politely and bent her head low, and said as the witch tucked her braid in the bow, "I'm a bird as green as can be. As green when the birds are like me." Yes, cried the witch. Where's the bird? They didn't come to bring me. Whoosh, they were gone. Good job, Brennan. Did you move? Can we change it? Get a bag.
Ariat Summit, that looks good.
Good. Yep, that's what you want. Alright, so you're gonna want to make sure you have a ton of potions. And then... So go back to town and get potions before you do that.
Good evening.
So that's Mala. Alright, now these guys hit pretty hard, so you want to not get hit by them. I would say even put like a ton of potions in your cube, in case you need them later.
I'm gonna
So
sell
you
my
gotta fill up-
gloves.
Yeah, you sell them. Okay. I think that charm will be worth keeping, but it's okay. We already left it. So the portal's gonna disappear anyways.
What?
And hit that and use fissure to kill them. And just try not to get hit and have them run towards you. So the guy that spins is going to be doing the most damage if any of those spins connect with you, so definitely watch out for him. And when you get a chance, it might be worth just mousing over all their names to make sure that they're taking damage.
Yeah, these guys are easy.
So they spawn with random gear actually equipped to them. So sometimes they're like super resistant to fire and you have to reset them. Sometimes they do a ton of damage or like slow you and hit you. So like if the guy with axes spawns with full damage, then he gets a lot better. So now go, continue forward, so like north.
Worldstone Keep.
Yep. And then this is similar to Andor, where it's a random direction on the outside.
So I just go a random direction and hope.
Yep. And cast a portal just in case you get killed.
Oh, that's my last portal, so I'm just gonna actually go in and fill up real fast.
That's a good idea. Oh, nice. And whenever you see that red path, that means that's where you want to go. So you found level 2 already.
Cool.
Yo, that's right. Thank you very much for what's up. Much appreciated.
I'm in. Adam, get your hand out of your butt. Let me see.
So make sure you cast a portal here. And this is the same one direction you might find a waypoint, one direction you'll find an exit.
So it's probably a smart idea to TP immediately. If you find the waypoint, go back to home, then TP. That guy exploded.
Yeah, the ones with the crazy guns do that. And generally level 2, you want to go clockwise if you can. Just because that has a better chance of finding the exit before the waypoint.
Found it.
Nice. Alright, level 3 is completely random, similar to level 1.
Is what?
It's random, it's similar to level 1.
Oh, you can't drink potions from your, what you call it, around your cube.
Oh, correct. Not drink potions though. You're on with like no health. Use like number 1 through 4 on your belt and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just typically would do the inventory thing whenever I didn't have to worry about monsters.
I would say go from the belt more and then just use the inventory to fill up your belt.
I know you're uncomfortable, but you have to stop. You have to stop. Come here, give me a hug. Come here, it's alright.
So one thing to keep in mind is sometimes if you already have like a safe TP up that's kind of far, when you're almost dying, it'd be worse to open up a TP there because if you die, you'll immediately go into die again. But here, go to the northeast. You don't care about most of this stuff. You want to cast a portal in the final room in the northeast.
You want to do what?
So you need to kill everything in this room and cast a portal. And then Vale will laugh when you've killed everything here. You need a mercenary for the first one of this. So this is where you'll go back and get your mercenary again. So Go back for your mercenary now, because he'll just keep resurrecting things.
Greetings.
And, you can go to any of the vendors and just make sure you choose resurrect instead of hire. Cool. So he already still has that, you're good. Wait, keep that on him. Oh yeah, I forgot that you got a new one. Good. If you just click it, and you can hover it over his icon and drop it on him, or push O to open up his
I'll put
inventory.
that to good use.
No, but you have to. Okay, cool. Alright, so now when you go into the portal, stand right next to the shaman, so that way he hopefully attacks you instead of resurrecting stuff.
Don't rub your eyes. Don't rub your eyes.
And then you focus on killing everything else there.
Damn it! No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No. That's better.
Alright, now you want to cast Fissure in like that square between those little fire pillars, and you don't stand there because the fire pillars can spawn. Good. Make sure that you cast a TP somewhere. Pretty soon, you're gonna die on purpose. And what happens is, when the 5th wave comes, you just kill the 3rd wave. So actually, if you do that for the 4th or 5th wave, you're gonna let them kill you, and you're gonna enter the portal and fight them so they go back. Make sure you open up a new portal when you do. And let them kill you when you're outside the room. And then, use your portal, pick up the body that you first died on, and go fight Bale. Your mercenary is a champ.
I've been healing him. So wait, I let these guys kill me here?
Yep. Then you're gonna go into your portal, immediately cast another one.
Why wouldn't I just kill them?
It takes forever.
Why don't I just kite them now? Oh, because I need my body.
Yeah, you can do that, but then you can't let them kill you there, and you're running before you chase you back.
Okay, so now I enter the thing, cast a portal, and kite them?
Yep, and kite them outside of the room. So don't even attack them, just out of the room. This is good. You might need to go towards them a little bit to make them keep following you. Alright, that should be plenty of room. So now when you enter the portal, Bale will left. Buy TPs. Yeah, you're out of TPs right now. And you pick up the first body. And you just run up to Bale, run up to Bale. Yeah. Here, open up. In case you get killed by Bale.
What am I doing?
Open up a portal in case he kills you. Just kill him. If he ever makes a clone, then you can tell which one's real because if you ever lose a track, only the real one will teleport, the clone will walk everywhere. And yeah. So the clone you don't actually have to kill. And that one down there is the clone, the one further up is the real one. If you ever run like super far away from them and then go to town, then the clone will disappear.
Oh, so I should just do that every time.
Yeah, I would say do that a lot of the time. Once he becomes lower life, then the clone is also lower life. But just make sure that there's no before they can set it up without him.
Let's go lay down on the bed, okay? Can we lay down on the bed? Let's go. Alex wants us to join him, okay? Come on. Let's lay down on the bed.
If you ever hold right click while you're over his name, then even if you're pushed back, you'll still cast on him. I would suggest putting like a bunch of potions in your belt and stuff. Just using those.
My brothers will not have died in vain.
So if they're still built there, that just means they didn't walk far enough away.
Yeah.
But don't forget to buy tickets the next time you're in town.
Yup.
So if you guys are able to teleport it,
Oh, what's the timing at? Just Bale's death?
yeah, once Bale dies.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for telling me teleporters.
That would have sucked.
Yeah. Someone in my chat, I can't read his name because it's black on my screen. But he is warning me.
Oh, Black Death Doom? Yeah, he's a speedrunner.
Oh, shift right click fills up the book too?
Yeah.
Brothers,
Well, thanks for telling me that, prisoner.
I told you to shift right click fill stuff up.
You said it fills the belt up.
Probably. Yeah, it feels like keys, it feels whatever. one because it was working so much. Yep. He was standing there for a while. So that should be it in just a little bit.
So 346.
Cool, we're both BB. Did you drop anything good?
No.
Okay. Alright, so do you want me to explain maps a little bit more?
Give me 1 second.